John here, guys, and today we're talking about the new Radiomaster T8L. Now, this is their new budget entry-level priced point drone radio or controller or remote. They all three mean the same thing. And what do you notice right off the bat? It is pretty much a carbon copy, almost identical to the DJI Controller 3 right here.
They're McDonald's. I'm McDowell's.
We're going to go over some features, why you might purchase this as opposed to this. If you're flying a DJI craft like the Avata 2 or the DJI Neo or the Neo 2, if you can get your hands on one, you're going to need one of these. And this is going to cost you, I believe it's $200 in order to get this. And it's a very nice controller. You're also going to need this set of DJI goggles. This is likely to cost much less. It has a pair of removable stick ends that go right on the back cover of here, so it can be very portable. What do you notice about both of these things right off the bat is that there is no screen. Now, this is an Express LRS communication protocol radio. That is the standard for hobby grade stuff right here. And if you take a look at one of their latest releases, the Radiomaster TX15 Max with the new AGO2 gimbals, this represents much more expensive. I believe it's about like $250 right here, whereas this is likely to be probably around the $50 mark, maybe even less, maybe slightly more. And why would you end up getting this? There's no screen on it, right? That really doesn't matter. They have come up with a suite where you plug into USB-C, the same USB-C that you will use to charge this will be able to allow you to configure your settings on the computer. That means set up switches, assign modes to all the little buttons and switches on here, as well as set your Express LRS bind phrase, which will allow you to communicate to your little drone right here. This will allow you to use this with any drone that has an Express LRS receiver inside, and it's going to go for a very low price. Now, you might ask yourself, well, isn't the Radiomaster Pocket, this is the Pocket Crush, isn't that already very low price? I believe this is only like $65. So you can save just a little bit more omitting that screen. I think for a lot of people, you may actually want to go ahead and start with something like the Pocket if you're not ready to spend a couple of $100 on something like the TX15. But if you come from a DJI craft and you're very used to this style of gimbal, style of controller, style of stick throw, and button layout, this is going to be a very easy transition for you. And it actually costs much less than this. So if you're already flying a DJI Neo, what do you think in the comments, guys? Is this a design that's going to help you transition from the world of DJI, or is it simply bootleggery, copying them to a T? Both of these actually have very plasticky, I don't think I would call them hobby grade gimbals. Nothing in the realm of being similar to the AGO1 or AGO2 CNC machine gimbals that the top pilots are used to. And I would say even the Pocket gimbals are a little bit higher quality than this. So if you have the dollars and you're willing to learn a new controller layout, I still might start with something like the Pocket. But if you want the easiest transition and you want it to feel the same in your hand and you want to save the maximum amount of dollars, I don't think it's a problem that there's no screen. You really configure your radio settings the first time and then you never really look at that screen again. So that part's not a big deal. If you want the transition to be easy, this might be the ticket. Thanks, guys.